next thing we have come to West 8, West 8, where skilled people from Netherlands, Spain, Sweden and Denmark are combined. And they have a special focus on traffic planning, inclusiveness and sustainability, and also strategy for the city. Diversity connects to the soul of the city. And here's Edzo Brindels for you. Welcome.
I want to show you our thoughts and share some doubts and ideas that we built up this week. We had an intense week which started with a tour on the bike, in which we saw all the derelict areas, and we got in touch with the places around the river. Before I go into deep analysis of the landscape, we also try to research the soul of the Gothenburg people, and this thorough research brought us to this song, which some of you might know. It's a beautiful song. Especially if you are a stranger, you feel so welcome in this city, and it says something about, let's say, the openness and the international orientation that is present in a port city. This is also explains probably why we are all here. Gothenburg, open to the world. Another aspect that we found out, and especially as a Dutchman, I have to say, I'm really shocked. I mean, this is what my ancestors designed. And this is a beautiful city on the river. And now the citizens don't have the river edge anymore. The river is kind of completely occupied by economy. And you feel that there's, if you talk to people, there's kind of longing that the city, besides all the qualities that it already has, also gets the river. This is that it has places where you can enjoy the quality of the harbor, and that you can enjoy the quality of the water. That's a long way to go. This is not a, and this is actually, we don't need a plan for that. This is something that can start tomorrow. The tunnel is already built. You should just get rid of your parking places, make nice public spaces and good architecture. You don't need a plan for that. You can do this right away. You cannot make the leap to the other side of the river before you solve the problems on the south side. Another notion that we got is that Gothenburg is not, let's say, one city. Gothenburg is a beautiful collection of different communities with different architectural styles, with people together. It's very much on a small scale organized. And if you think about the future, and you think about the future of Gothenburg, we believe that this aspect of this small scale communities should also be the recipe for the development of the riverside. And so don't make the mistake to go into big gestures, but keep the scale of the city, which is already present, and make beautiful fragments in the past. This is another thought that we discussed about is the port. It's obvious that every port in Europe wants to expand. If you are the director of a port authority and you were not capable of managing growth in the port, you fail. And so every port has to fail, has to grow. I can tell you in Rotterdam we have tremendous growth in the port, but at the same time we have growing unemployment in the city. So how come that the scale of the port is doubling in size? The goods that are transported in the port is also very big, but at the same time the unemployment in the city itself is growing. There is somehow a very obvious disconnection between what is generated in money in the port and what is happening in the city. I think that the port is working more on a national scale or an international scale, and what is happening in the city has another kind of scale. The movement of the port to the west, where it can expand and where it can become bigger and more efficient, creates the opportunity to find and to stimulate another economy within the city center itself. If you think about, this I also have to tell. Right. This is about sustainability. So this, thanks to global warming, it will soon be possible to go a little bit faster to Asia. When we think about the waterfront in the city, what kind of waterfront will it be? Is it going to be the typical image that we have of apartments, big empty case, icons? Or are we capable of bringing in the Scandinavian image of the waterfront? Very relaxed, very small scale. Could that be an image of your waterfront? Another thought that we have is about the industry. We believe that it's very important that the tradition and skills that are in the city, that they should be kept. Those industrial qualities should not leave and be wiped out and replaced by offices. That would be an enormous mistake to make. You have to invent a new kind of industry where you can link creativity to industrial skills, and this requires cheap places, places that can be dirty, that are not smooth and clean, but are give you the opportunity to pioneer and to become successful or even to fail. Another aspect is that we would suggest you to keep the riverfront alive. Don't kick out all the activities, but keep your shipyard, stimulate the transport over water, replace the ferries to a place where they don't harm the public spaces so much, stimulate recreational use, etc., etc. For the summary, we have a map of this. It's very important to think about how can we connect to the waterfront. There's a very thorough analysis to that I will save you. But what is obvious is that, let's say, biking facilities and the climate on the waterfront needs to be improved. We would propose as well to make it greener, more lush, and to develop a network of public spaces where city and riverfront are connected. Now I would like to illustrate you a couple of neighborhoods that we went into a little bit deeper. The first one is Gulbergsvass, which is very nearby the city center, located on the right side of the river, very nearby a railway station, with good connectivity to the airport, with a high-speed train in the future. So if you think about an enormous concentration of new floor space in the city, we would advise you that this is the place. This is the place that has infrastructurally a lot of potential. The only thing is that you have to be free the site from barriers and distribution centers. You also have to look at the beauty of the Dreamerscape, which has to be improved. Then we found this beautiful map of the Gulbergsvass, and we saw this canal that used to be there in the past, connecting the marina at the opera. And we would thought that maybe it's an option to use this canal to enlarge the tunnel, make it cut and cover, and develop a canal on top of it, so that the new development is connected to the city center and the opera area, which you see in this little proposal. Then Ringyun, which is a fantastic area, which is big opportunities. Don't clean it, cherish it, and give it the possibility to develop for new kinds of enterprises. And then the last area that we want to show, which we would see as the icon of the river city. It's Frihamnen. You could think about the river city as a high-rise image, and we would think that it's more appropriate for Gothenburg, or maybe even Scandinavia, to think in a low-rise image for the river city or for water city. So we researched the possibility to combine on the existing piers a waterbound living condition with floating houses, which you might know from other places, where you could live close to the water and enjoy the quality of the river with the city in the back. So far.
Was there a question somewhere? I thought there was somebody else. Where is it? So we where this was here. Is that Frihamnen, your last proposition?
Yeah, this is Frihamnen.
And you named that the icon.
Yeah.
Of the
So the icon, in our opinion, should be not a big building, but it should be a neighborhood, a community.
Så Frihamnen, ett samhälle alltså, stadens ikon, sort of brings different perspectives, I think, to the Gothenburg people. And you also said we should celebrate diversity,
Yeah.
to make different parts of the city have their own identity, their own life. Will this create an inclusive city, you think?
Yes. Yeah, so let's say that the inclusion is the richness on the level of the city. So we should not try to make everything everywhere, but live with the fact that you have these different qualities and exploit the differentiation of these neighborhoods, city quarters, and connect them in a good way.
And you see Ringen also as a great opportunity.
Yes.
Keeping it and also...
And transforming it for startups and the availability of cheap space in your city center is very important for young businesses to start. I can speak from my own perspective. 10 years West 8 was in a big warehouse, and we paid per year 0 rent, which gave us a tremendous advantage for competitions and to make big models. And finally, after a while, you become an office with a certain let's say name, and then you become serious.
Yeah. So you don't have to make it expensive. So keep it cheap, keep it rough, keep it simple, and make this a budget place or a nursery for your companies. Thank you very much, Edzo.